You have probably been told that when your pool turns swamp green, your only choice is to march down to the pool store, hand over $200 for armfuls of specialty chemicals, and wait a full week while your backyard smells like a bleaching factory. That advice is not just expensive, it is fundamentally wrong. The pool industry has built a multi-billion-dollar business on selling you fancy plastic buckets with names like alkalinity increaser, pH shield, and aqua clarity booster. But if you flip those expensive buckets over and look at the chemical composition, you will find the exact same compound sitting on the bottom shelf of your local grocery store. For $8 a bag, pure sodium bicarbonate, plain, simple baking soda. In the next 16 minutes, you are going to learn how a single grocery store staple, applied in a specific sequence overnight, completely resets your pool chemistry, clears away algae, and saves you hundreds of dollars every single season. But before you dump a single bag into your skimmer, you need to know why doing it in the wrong order will actually turn your water cloudier than it is right now. Right now, if your pool looks like pea soup every hour you let it sit, is costing you real money. Algae is not just an aesthetic problem. It is a living organism that feeds on microscopic organic matter, rapidly multiplying every time the sun hits the surface. The moment your water turns green, your local pool store knows they have you in a corner. They will test your water, hand you a printout with half a dozen red warning indicators, and load your cart with algaecides, clarifiers, flocculants, and shock treatments. Before you know it, you are out $200, $300, sometimes even $400 for a single cleanup, and the worst part: half of those chemicals actively fight each other if your core water balance is out of alignment. When your pool water total alkalinity crashes below 80 parts per million, your pH becomes wildly unstable. Chemistry experts call this pH bounce. You add chlorine, but the chlorine gets destroyed almost instantly by UV light or becomes locked up and chemically inert because the pH is spiking out of control. So you buy more chlorine. You buy algaecide, you pour cash directly into the deep end, and 48 hours later, the pool is still murky green. Meanwhile, that standing algae bloom is slowly staining your liner, clogging your sand or cartridge filter, and pulling pump motors into overdrive as water flow gets restricted. If you hire a commercial pool service to drain and acid wash a neglected pool, you are looking at anywhere from $800 to $1,500, not to mention the massive hit to your water bill when you refill 20,000 gallons from scratch. There is an open secret among pool technicians who handle high-end commercial facilities. You almost never need to drain a green pool, and you almost never need expensive proprietary additives to fix basic water balance. What you need is precise control over your water's total alkalinity buffer, followed by a targeted chlorine burn. If you understand the exact chemical handoff between sodium bicarbonate and hypochlorous acid, you can turn a swamp into a crystal clear oasis overnight for under $10. But if you skip step 2 in this process, you will accidentally lock the algae in suspension and end up with a milky haze that takes weeks to filter out. Let us look at the actual science of what is happening in your pool water, because understanding the mechanism is what separates people who waste money from people who get results. Sodium bicarbonate is a natural alkaline buffer. When dissolved in water, it releases bicarbonate ions that act like an anchor for your water's pH level. Think of pH as a volatile seesaw and total alkalinity as the heavy weight holding the center steady. If your alkalinity is too low, any shock or chlorine you add causes the pH to skyrocket or plunge, rendering your sanitizing agents completely useless. Free available chlorine is only effective at killing organic matter when the pH is held in a narrow band between 7.2 and 7.6. When you introduce pure baking soda, you instantly raise the total alkalinity without violently spiking the pH. This creates the ideal chemical environment for sanitizers to work at 100% efficiency. At the same time, sodium bicarbonate increases the density and surface tension of microscopic suspended solids, allowing them to cluster together so your filter media can trap them effortlessly while you sleep. You are not using magic. You are using basic water thermodynamics and stoichiometry to do what expensive pool chemicals promise but often fail to deliver. To pull this off tonight, you do not need a truck full of equipment. You need 1 or 2 12-pound bags of pure baking soda, which you can pick up at any grocery store, big box retailer, or farm supply outlet for about $8 to $10. Make sure the bag lists 100% sodium bicarbonate with no added scents or anti-caking agents. Next, you will need a basic liquid chlorine pool shock plain sodium hypochlorite, which costs around $6 a gallon. You will also need a reliable liquid drop test kit, not cheap paper test strips, because we need precise readings for alkalinity and free chlorine. Finally, grab a standard pool brush attached to your telescopic Pull and make sure your pump and filter system are in good working condition. That is it. Total investment, under $25, even if you have to buy the liquid chlorine from scratch. Now, let us walk through the exact step-by-step process to transform your pool overnight. Follow this sequence precisely, because skipping a single step or reversing the order will ruin the entire chemical reaction. Step 1. Test your baseline chemistry. Before adding anything to the water, pull a water sample from elbow depth, away from the return jets. Use your drop test kit to measure two critical numbers: total alkalinity and pH. Your target range for total alkalinity is 80 to 120 parts per million. If your reading is below 80, your pool is in prime condition for the baking soda treatment. If your alkalinity is already above 120, stop right there. Adding baking soda will push your alkalinity too high, and you need a different correction method involving muriatic acid, assuming your reading is low, which is true for 90% of green pools. Write down your starting number. Step 2. Calculate your dose. Here is the exact formula used by commercial technicians. 1.5 pounds of pure baking soda will raise the total alkalinity of 10,000 gallons of water by approximately 10 parts per million. So if you have a 20,000 gallon pool and your alkalinity reading is sitting at 50 parts per million, you need to raise it by 30 parts per million to reach your target of 80. Multiply 1.5 pounds by 3, then multiply by 2 for your pool size. You need 9 pounds of baking soda. Keep it simple. Write the number on a piece of paper and double-check your math before opening the bags. Step 3. Pre-dissolve and broadcast. Never drop dry baking soda directly into your skimmer basket. Concentrated sodium bicarbonate passing through your pump impeller and heater core can cause temporary scale buildup inside sensitive plumbing. Instead, fill a 5-gallon bucket halfway with warm pool water. Pour into 2-3 pounds of baking soda at a time, stirring with a wooden stick or plastic paddle until the powder dissolves into a cloudy liquid. Walk around the perimeter of your pool, slowly pouring the solution directly over the deep end returns while the pump is running. Repeat this process until your full calculated dose is distributed evenly across the pool. Let us pause for a second. You might be wondering, why not just throw liquid chlorine in right now and skip the baking soda step altogether? Here is why. If you throw liquid chlorine into a pool with low alkalinity, the sanitizing power burns off in less than 2 hours under direct sunlight or gets neutralized by erratic pH swings. You end up wasting $20 worth of shock without killing a single cell of algae by establishing the bicarbonate buffer first. Every drop of chlorine you pour in next stays active, stable, and lethal to organic matter. Step 4. Brush the surfaces thoroughly. Once the baking soda is in the water, grab your pool brush and scrub every square inch of the pool walls, steps, and floor. Algae protect itself with a thin microscopic biofilm that acts like an armor shield against chlorine. Brushing breaks that biofilm wide open, exposing the living algae cells directly to the treated water. Pay extra attention to dead zones in your pool behind the ladder, around light niches, and along the corners of the shallow end where water circulation is lowest. Step 5. Wait 2 hours, then shock the pool. Leave your pump running on high filtration mode for 2 full hours to allow the baking soda to circulate completely and stabilize your water's buffer capacity. Once those 2 hours have passed, retest your pH and alkalinity. You should see your alkalinity sitting cleanly between 80 and 120 parts per million. Now it is time to strike. Wait until the sun has set completely. UV rays from direct sunlight destroy free chlorine at a rate of up to 90% per hour. In the dark, pour 3 to 4 gallons of liquid pool shock directly along the deep end perimeter. Because your alkalinity is now buffered by the baking soda, that chlorine will remain at maximum potency all through the night. Step 6. Run continuous filtration overnight. Set your pool pump to run continuously for at least 12 to 14 hours overnight. As the high concentration of stable chlorine destroys the exposed algae cells, the dead organic matter will begin clumped together, trapped by the bicarbonates. Your filter pressure gauge will start rising. That is a good sign because it means the filter media is trapping the microscopic debris before it can settle back onto the floor. Before you go to bed, there is one critical setting on your filter multi-port valve you must double check, or you could wake up to a burnt-out pump motor and a flooded yard. If you have a sand filter or defilter, make sure your operating pressure is not already near the red line. If it is high, backwash the filter for 2 minutes. Before starting the overnight run, if you use a cartridge filter, rinse the element with a hose first so it has maximum flow capacity for the night shift. While this process is straightforward, thousands of pool owners mess it up every summer because of persistent myths spread across internet forums. Let us clear up the 4 biggest mistakes so you avoid ruining your progress. Mistake number 1 is confusing baking soda with washing soda. They sound similar, but washing soda is sodium carbonate, not sodium bicarbonate. Washing soda has a pH of 11.5. It is extremely harsh and will spike your pH through the roof, turning your water into a murky white cloud that takes days of acid treatments to fix. Always verify that the package explicitly says sodium bicarbonate. Mistake number 2 is adding algaecide at the same time as shock and baking soda. Most commercial algaecides contain copper compounds or quaternary ammonium salts. When high concentrations of chlorine react with algaecides in the presence of fresh sodium bicarbonate, the copper can oxidize instantly, staining your white plaster or vinyl liner a dark blue-green color that requires expensive chemical sequestering agents to remove. Let the chlorine and baking soda do the work alone. Mistake number 3 is turning off the pump to save electricity overnight. Clearing a green pool is 50% chemistry and 50% filtration. If you add chemicals and shut off the pump, the dead algae drops straight to the bottom and sticks like paste to your liner, leaving you with a massive vacuuming job the next morning. Keep that water moving every single minute until the pool is clear. Mistake number 4 is overcorrecting. If your pool requires 10 pounds of baking soda, do not add 20 pounds thinking it will clear the pool twice as fast. Excessive baking soda will push your alkalinity over 150 parts per million, causing calcium to precipitate out of solution. That creates a chalky white haze that is much harder to clean than green algae. Let us look at the actual math of what this simple method saves you compared to traditional pool store chemical regimes. A standard pool store startup kit for a green pool includes 10 pounds of alkalinity up for $35, 2 quarts of algae eliminator for $40, a bottle of water clarifier for $25, and 4 bags of calcium hypochlorite shock for $30. That totals $130 for a single treatment cycle. Using the grocery store method, 2 12-pound bags of pure baking soda cost $16 total. 2 gallons of high-potency liquid chlorine cost $12. Your total chemical expenditure is $28. That is an instant savings of over $100 on a single cleanup. Multiply that across a typical 5-month summer season, and you are keeping between $300 and $600 in your pocket while maintaining water that is measurably safer, cleaner, and softer on skin and eyes. When you walk out to your backyard tomorrow morning, you will not see a swamp. You will see clear, sparkling blue water with a fine layer of gray dust at the very bottom. That dust is dead, fully sanitized algae that your automatic vacuum or manual vacuum can sweep away in 10 minutes. Taking control of your pool does not require a chemistry degree or a fat wallet. It just requires understanding how basic household ingredients interact with water physics. Once you master this simple overnight protocol, you will never feel helpless when looking at cloudy water again, and you will never spend another dime on overpriced pool store marketing gimmicks. If this step-by-step breakdown saved you time and money today, hit that subscribe button right down below. We publish practical, hype-free household systems every single week designed to keep your home running smoothly without breaking the bank. Drop a comment with your starting alkalinity reading and let us know how clear your water looks tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching and enjoy your pool.